I'm on a weight loss journey. I've been on this stuff for about 3 weeks now, and let's talk about it. So far, I have still had 0 symptoms. The only thing was, I talked about in another video, where the very first day I felt a little bit sick. That has gone away. And then 2 weeks ago, I went out with a friend, and I'm not supposed to have gluten because my body doesn't like it. I had a lot of gluten. I'm not supposed to have alcohol because of the different medications I'm on. I had some wine and I ate a lot. I then not only got very sick, like almost food poisoning level sick, but I felt awful, just like worse than I felt in a very, very long time that night and the next day. I went and saw my doctor this week for a yearly checkup, blood work, all that kind of stuff. Everything looks good. And I asked her about it and she said that it could have been one of a couple things. She's like, really, please don't have alcohol. And I'm like, okay. But also, while you're on this, if you have large quantities of food or very heavy food, it can cause you to feel very sick for a day to 2 days as well. So it's probably the combination of the gluten, which my body don't like, the alcohol, which I shouldn't be having because of my prescriptions, and then also having too much food. So far, I'm only down a few pounds, but I'm on the lowest dosage. I've only been on it for 3 weeks, so I wasn't expecting a miracle while I kind of got used to it. It just bumped me up to the 4 milligrams, so next week I will start on that once it arrives. And I am under the care of a doctor. She checked out my liver. She said everything looks good. We looked at my blood panel. Everything looks good there too. And the biggest thing that I've noticed, even though the food noise isn't completely gone, it's much easier to manage. So before, when I would get something in my head that I just had to have whatever, there was no reasoning, no stopping it. It was going to happen. And a lot of times I didn't even realize that I was reaching for the food, and I could all of a sudden be 3 cheese sticks in or 2 snack packs in or 4 slices of pizza before I literally even realized I was eating. And so this, when I start to feel these intense cravings come on, I have only given in twice, but I noticed that they're much easier to say no to. And sometimes I say no and it's like, okay, no big deal. We're gone. Bye. And other times it's like, are you sure? And I'm like, no. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, no. Bye. Whereas before there was just no, it was going to happen. There was no voice in my head, maybe a tiny whisper. You shouldn't have that. Where now it's like I'm on the same level as my food noise, and most of the time I end up winning and not giving into that. And so I feel much more in control, but also I don't feel as hungry, which I don't physically feel the feeling of hunger. It was a combination of cravings and head hunger. Now I have minor cravings and almost no head hunger. And so when I do get those minor cravings, or sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock, I haven't eaten. I also feel more in control of, it's okay that I sit here and I take 45 minutes to cook a sweet potato or, whatever it is. And I feel that I can actually make those healthier choices, and I'm not just grabbing at whatever's at the front of the fridge and easiest to pop in my mouth. So let me know if you have any questions about it, my experience, the medication, anything like that. And I will give you my experience, and hopefully that will help you out. Thanks.